Cardiff International Arena for the Championship's final day. The action kicked off with the first semi-final between hot favourite Earl Strickland and Mexico's Ismael Paez. We join this match in the 14th rack.
Oh, he's got some side spin on there, and that white ball nearly went in. Fairly flat tip on his cue, he says.
Trifle unlucky there, cannoning into the 3 and really taking himself out of position. Now,
what's he doing? What's he doing, Jim? Is he going to play a snooker behind the 5?
Well, I think that's what he's going to try and do. Pull the white over, maybe even cannon the 5 to put it behind the 9. I think he'd be happy with that.
I think he'd be delighted with that. Paez cannot afford to let Earl Strickland have one more rack. He doesn't want to let him get any closer to that 11 racks he needs. 9-4 the score as we speak. 9-5. All of a sudden, Paez may think, well, you never know.
Well, like you say, knowing that Strickland still requires 2 for a place in the finals, just gives you that little added comfort if you know you can hold him at bay.
And he's got him in a good hook here. Strickland may be forced to go off the short cushion, which is not ideal. Very difficult to judge anything like this. That's a difficult escape. He'd like to come off the side cushion around here, but he can't really see a way then of, you know, perhaps coming off the table. This is what he'd have to do, and that's just, you know, that's just leaving it to luck. But I think any shot now that Earl Strickland plays will have to be, he's going to play a deliberate foul here, perhaps tie up the 9, tie up the 5.
Foul?
Oh, he didn't want to double kiss it either. That's a complete disaster. And a presentation of the frame, all being well for Ismael Paez.
Well, you can see Strickland obviously sensing that there's an awful lot of fight in the Mexican champion yet. And he still does have the handles on this match, Steve. He doesn't want to relinquish control to Paez.
Paez, bags of experience, and seems to have a good sense of humour, which I think you probably need to play 9-ball pool. But he will smell the fact that he's in now with a chance in this match. Just sensing that perhaps there's a change in the flow of the game, and that Earl Strickland has finally come up a bit dry on some of his shots, and all Ismael Paez can do is to keep on playing and see if he keeps on getting the breaks. He's left himself a, what on a snooker table will be a risky shot, but on a pool table should be a certainty. Stroking this in. Never in doubt, and the crowd starting to get behind Paez. That will help him a bit. He hasn't had much support here this afternoon, but now he's just got a bit more body action, a bit more authority about his walk. Expecting to knock this 8-ball in and come down into the corner. Perhaps even the crowd sensing things are changing.
Ismael Paez on the comeback trail. He's taken the last 2 racks. He'll be breaking in number 15, trailing Earl of Pearl Strickland, 9-5. Strickland with a lot more to think about too right now. Paez has taken the initiative, and now it has to be said, momentum on his side, and Strickland has to just try and maintain a positive frame of mind. This one went all wrong, Steve. You were right. He was just trying to lay that 5 on the 9.
Yes, if he could have got that 5 touching the 9-ball, Paez would then have been forced to play to cannon the ball away after knocking the 3 in.
Ismael Paez to break, trailing by 5 racks to 9.
But this game of 9-ball pause, we say so many times, changes so quickly. Paez needs to get to 11 racks. In a way, he's 6 good breaks away from winning the match. That's how quickly this game can change. That looks like a very decent break. Another 6 of those, and he makes the balls as well. Incredible turnarounds you have in this tournament.
Well, if you remember, we saw Efren Reyes knock in, I think it was 9 racks against Bustamante last year.
It's very possible.
Earl Strickland has put 10 together to earn $1 million in an event in Texas. Though highly unlikely, it's been done.
Got to make sure he doesn't make the 3 here, or unless he does, he wants to make sure he's on the 5. That's why he's playing it very slowly. He didn't want to make the 3 as well. Then he'd been a long way away from the 5. All going a lot nicer now for Paez. Brown 7 by the middle pocket. A little bit of a problem there. A ball that is currently my problem in the game is a ball by the middle pocket, Jim. Some of the positional shots you have to play around there are a bit tricky sometimes. You haven't got so many positional opportunities now. I think he's going to come and try just to go right across the table in a straight line. Bit close to that middle pocket for comfort here.
And the 7.
He's lost it. And now the thinnest of thin cuts with right-hand side is his only option.
Well, that was a terrific shot. And he's still not out of the woods yet. Look at this pot from Paez here.
But he's hustling and bustling again. With running side off 2 cushions to bring the white ball out into the middle of the table for the 9. There's the running side coming across the table nicely. How this game turns. Paez now looks in complete control and enjoying himself as well. That's the difference. At the start of the match, he wasn't enjoying things. Now he's loving it out there, absolutely loving it.
Earl Strickland finding himself with a little bit of bother now. He was enjoying a 9-3 lead. It's been pegged back. Now 9-6.
Rack 16.
And Ismael Paez
to break,
has
trailing
really
by
been
6
dictating the
racks to 9.
pace from that point on. All of a sudden, you just get the feeling that this diminutive Mexican starts to fancy the challenge.
And he's got the break to do it as well. He's had more action off the break, moved more balls around and made more balls. Look at him winding up here. Just when he needed one, he hasn't got one. But look at the tricky 4, 6 and 9 there. A little bit of security for Paez. Didn't get the same type of response from the balls that he had on a couple of others. No player in the world can guarantee striking the balls exactly the same. Although I played Efren Reyes earlier in this tournament, and I think 5 racks on the trot, the balls were played, he split the balls exactly the same every time.
And finished on a ball.
Yeah.
Almost the same ball every single time, Steve. I commentated that one as well.
Safety play from Strickland. Tried to cover it up behind the bunch of balls down by that pocket. He's been a bit unfortunate that he's left the one, but in a way he won't mind too much that there is a possibility that it could all go wrong for Paez in trying to extricate himself from this position. But I think Paez can perhaps screw the 1 ball behind the brown 7, come out in the middle of the table. The 2 is obviously a possibility onto the 8. So what we're looking at doing here for Paez, round the back to the side cushion and out somewhere into the middle of the table for that 2. Now he's left himself a bit of length on this makeable combination. But he will be nicely on the 2 should he make it. The balls will come out properly for this. He hit this very softly. He played a safety, Jim.
And not a bad one. That goes right against the grain with the way that he's been playing throughout this event. Very aggressive by nature.
But do you know why he's played the safety? Of course, because the 4's in no potable position. Silly us, silly me. Oh, he's hit that's the 8 first, and it's all going wrong for Strickland. Strickland looking at the person who clapped in the crowd, absolutely furious that somebody would be so unsporting to clap a mistake, and that won't help his cause at all. He certainly doesn't like bad sportsmanship, Strickland.
He's one of the first to applaud when his opponent makes a good clearance, or in fact a good shot. So you talk about Earl being a sportsman, and there's no question there.
Strickland on 1 foul. And because of the position of that 4, that pink 4, Paez will go for the 3 foul rule. 3 fouls, and you lose the rack. Puts him tight behind the 3 ball, stopping him from going in the same escape. He tried to get it close to the 8 as well. Strickland now probably, if we could see how tight that yes, probably, I doubt if Strickland can get to this part of the cushion to play some sort of escape this way, so he's going to have to go down the table. Touching, I would think. So close. So Strickland looking at a 1 cushion escape, straight up and down the table. 1 cushion escape, straight up and down the table. Nothing simple about this shot though, bridging over the top of the ball. He's miles out. Well, not miles out, but enough.
Foul.
And
Second
now,
foul.
Paez is now looking for his 3rd foul stroke. How can he extricate 1 more foul from Earl Strickland? He's got this lovely area here. He's got this lovely area here to try and get behind, but can he get there? What do you think, Jim?
Well, I'll tell you what, he's looking at the pink 4 right now, the possibility of making the 2 and the 3 and getting that cue ball into an area close to where you just had it, Steve, to lay a real good one on the pink 4.
Of course, the 3 consecutive fouls, they don't have to be, they can be interspersed with a couple of pots from the other guy. It doesn't have to be a foul off of this next shot of Paez's. He can, 3 consecutive fouls from Earl Strickland. He's on 2 fouls. His next shot at the table, if it were a foul at any time, even if it were on just the 9 and the white and the 9 left.
Yeah, it's 3 fouls on consecutive visits.
Exactly. He's going to pot this 2. Looks it anyway. He's trying to split them up. Well, he's got the split. He's moved the 4. He's got the possible bank on the 3 that you would expect him to get. He straightened it up too much. Straightened the shot up too much. He's left possibilities of a bank on the 4 now for Strickland. Certainly the chances gone of the 3 foul rule. I think he should have tried to get the 3 fouls.
I do. I think Earl's got to feel like he was let off the hook there.
Make the guy work for it there. But of course, you know, he probably fancied that double. He fancied the bank. Strickland going to try and play the 4. Unfortunately, he didn't make it. But where's that white ball going? He's trying to guide it behind the 9 with his body.
Well, I think he's going to put his back out before he gets the cue ball behind that 9 there. He's left Paez an open 3.
Paez has quite an easy clearance here, although it doesn't look it. You can see where that 4 is. If you can get the white ball back over the table on the same line as that white ball is now for the 4, he's got a lovely route to then come back out into the middle of the table. So, smoothly with a 3 across the table, bringing the cue ball back just off the cushion for the 4. Absolutely perfect. 2 cushions to bring the white ball out into the middle of the table for the easy 5 in the middle. Doesn't want to go too far. A nice drawback across the table. Just to the side cushion. You may not want to go too close to the cushion here with this, Jim. You may want to have an angle to bring the white ball out across the face of the 9 and now keep the same side of the 9 as he is at the moment. Just stun the ball across to leave himself an angle on that 7. Looks like he may be going for follow through. This is a bit more risky, and it was, but he's got away with it, and all of a sudden Lady Luck is changing sides here. Who would have predicted 7-9?
Well, it doesn't matter how you write this one. Ismael Paez has shown a lot of character. He wouldn't throw in the towel. Could have been so easy to do at 9-3.
He's made a lot of friends this week here. Everybody's enjoyed his style of play, and he's a friendly character. He's certainly given the crowd here in Cardiff value for money.
And he's shown a few trick shots on one of the outside tables, Steve, that I'll tell you what, makes you want to pick your eyes out and throw them away because you will have seen it all. And that 9 confirms now Paez 9-7. He is right on the heels of Earl Strickland. It's a race to 11. And this one is heating up to be a real tough one to call.
Oh, Paez very close to going in that middle pocket with the white. The balls are going in weird positions here. Oh, and he's got a result of all time. The 2 goes past the 7. The only problem perhaps is the 7 is lumbered up behind that 8 ball.
Well, he'll already have had a look at it. You can see the 2 available. Doesn't have to do much to get on the 3. So what ball is he going to attack the 7 with?
Well, the 9's in open play as well. The 9 quite close to a pocket, but there's going to be a difficult shot ahead for Paez. How is he going to get that 7 out, Jim?
Well, it looks like it may. Well, yeah, there's a man that's going to be in the other semi-final, Steve, and
there's a man who knows how to get a ball out. He's a clever player. He may only be, I think, 23 years old, but he's learnt his trade very well. Living the shot. He's playing on the table straight after this game, but he looks relaxed and just enjoying the atmosphere.
And he's made a lot of friends here this week too, as Corey Deuel.
Yes, him and Alex Pagulayan, I think, have captured the hearts of some of the younger members of our audience. They've been very friendly towards the local people here, and there's a great banter amongst the pool players. They hang around the tournament, they get involved, they want to be part of it. It's a wonderful place, the Cardiff International Arena this week, with the pool village on the side that gives everybody a chance to come down and knock some pool balls and interact with the top players and watch them play trick shots. How's he going to get this 7 out? Earl Strickland must be praying that he doesn't find the solution to this problem.
Well, he's going to be waiting to the 6 now. So if he can get straight, Steve, which is what it looks like he's accomplished here, he might be able to just run this right down.
What a way to clear than this would be.
Well, he knows the cue ball is going to be very close to the 7.
He's playing the 7 off the 9. He's going to stun the 7 off the 9. He's stunning the 7 off the 9. It's obvious. Earl's can't see past Michaela's hair there for it.
But he wants to.
7 off the 9 clears the path of the 8. Drawing it back. He's going to stun it dead. He's not happy with it, but I think it's going to go.
It looks like it's almost a dead-on hit.
Yeah, he's just worried about where he should leave it. Perhaps he should. Oh my goodness! Why didn't he just screw it back? Why didn't he screw back and then he'd have had the open pot? Now he's got a tricky shot with the balls close to each other. The possibility of a... Why didn't he screw that one back? Now he's got... Just make sure he doesn't push the shot.
Well, when you see Ismael Paez raise the butt of the cue in the air like that, these are shots that he plays all day in trick shots. This is a major match.
Oh! And Earl's just dropped his head.
Well, look at Paez and look at Strickland. Talk about a contrast in facial expressions there.
What a turnaround with this game. And Paez is milking it as well. He's not going to play it too quickly. Earl is squirming now. Oh.
That same pocket that gobbled up the cue ball. The 9 down. Paez just one rack away from tying it up against the Pearl. And look at Earl Strickland's face. He can't believe it.
Beam me up, Scotty.
Well, I'll tell you what, Steve. This is all heating up to be a classic. And look at the shot he played. As you said, why he didn't just draw the cue ball back to play the 8 to the same pocket, we'll never know.
But the trouble, what's happened is, as a result of that, he's given Earl a thought that perhaps he's now going to miss it. But now by playing the great shot, once again, the crowd are now on his side. I don't think he meant it that way, but that's worked in his favour.
Psychologically, it was a double blow. Now Paez all set to break off. Rack 18 of a possible 21. Hold your breath.
Yes, he's got one and he's calling them now. What a match. Oh, just cannot do a thing. Earl sitting in his chair, he's just got to pay the price.
And I can tell you, I was watching Earl Strickland. He was leaning, he was out of his chair when he saw the position of the balls. He rested back in to get comfortable.
Paez, as we speak, doing everything right. The ball's now going in the pockets quite sweetly. And even though that cue action is still suspect on a snooker table, it started to become effective in this match. Perhaps a bit of a problem getting from the 3 to the 4. But after some of the shots that Paez has extricated as the rain comes down once again here in Cardiff, I don't think we'll see Paez too far away from this pink 4. Bit short of pace. Just enough. Just enough to cut that 4 down the rail. Bring the white ball out into open play for the 5. No mistakes now. They're going closer to the jaws. 4 balls away from 9-9.
Talcum time. He'll be making a few more visits. If he gets his wish, he'll be making a lot of visits back to that table for some powder.
So he may even have to go down to Boots to get another bottle. He may be involved later this evening at this rate. Oh, every one of these is hurting Earl. Earl's then praying that the ball doesn't go in. The worst thing that could happen to a player sitting in your chair thinking he's hit that badly and then it all of a sudden gives up. Players laughing and smiling and loving it.
These are punishing blows to Strickland, as you said,
Strickland
Steve.
going, this could miss, this could miss. And oh, of course it didn't miss. As long as you hit the ball the right speed, it gives a chance for those pots to go in. Bit too close to the green 6 for comfort, but you wouldn't expect him to make his chair. And Strickland's now, he just wants to look at the 3. He's just, please miss, says Strickland. But he's not going to Paez, and a great positional shot through the gap there. Look at the smile on his face. He's a different man from earlier in this match, and he's deserved his chance to win this tournament.
And would you believe it? This 9, we've played 18 racks and there is nothing in it. It is effectively reduced now to a 2 out of 3 for a place in the World Final. 9-9, Paez and Strickland.
The crowd are fully on Ismael Paez's side. They've appreciated Earl Strickland early in this game, but they've loved the heart that this man's put into the latter stages of this match. And look at his face. He just wants a good break here. Winding himself up. The 1 goes in the middle. The 2's coming around the table. Looks good. It looks excellent. There's nothing Earl Strickland can do about this whatsoever.
Once again, I was watching Strickland. He was leaning forward, ready to get out of his chair. He wanted a good look. As soon as he saw Paez had finished on the lowest ball remaining, he just settled back in. It's completely out of his hands.
And if Paez can hold himself together here, talking of comebacks, in the semi-finals of the World Championship, this would be a big, big story.
And there is no obstacles here. All Paez has to do is control that little man inside.
Perhaps sneak through the gap here between the 7 and the 5 with running side. I'm not too sure. Rain coming down. No, he's playing it in the corner, of course. Sorry, miles away here. Bit too close to the 4 for comfort. But I think he can cut that ball in, going to his table. Another ounce of talcum powder goes onto his hands there. This is cuttable. The only problem with cutting a ball this thin, that the white ball's going to be careering around the table. And he's got to try and work a path out where it doesn't collide with another ball. And plan a route to that 5. It may not be as thin as we think on our television screens, but I think he's probably going to have to go in between the 5 and brown 7 and back out into the middle of the table. Something along the lines of this would possibly get him on the 5. Oh, he cannoned into the 5. I think he knows how lucky he was there. Very close to going in off. He's left himself a lot harder opportunity now. This is missable.
He's doing precious little wrong right now. Ismael Paez has shown us the heart of a lion in this semifinal. The last 6 racks in a row he's taken.
He needs to cue this well. Playing with backspin, right-hand side, to flick the white ball out into the middle of the table again. Needs to put a smooth stroke on it. Never in doubt there. And the only problem is the possibility that he doesn't get from the 8 to the 9. But as we've said many times before, a player of his vast experience shouldn't have too much of a problem getting back up the table. Just got to concentrate on this 7 ball. And that is the Achilles heel of Paez. I suspected at some stage a bit of movement in the body.
I certainly didn't expect it on that shot, though, Steve. That was an open pot, bridging comfortably on the table. And Strickland has spent such a long time in his chair now, as we see Paez. He knows he hasn't left Earl anything easy.
Well, don't worry about that. I fancy Strickland. I fancy Strickland to knock this 8 ball in. Oh, that's unfortunate. He's knocked both in. Now he's not on the 9. Oh, he could never have envisaged that. Oh, now, the greatest shot maker in the world has a shot at the 9. There's nowhere safe but the double's on. He looks cool and calm. I know he's going to play and double the ball back into this corner pocket here. The long double.
And how about this at 9-9, Steve?
He tried the cut. Oh, no!
Would you believe it? Straight in off into the center pocket. The pocket that haunted Paez early. The final chapter is yet to be written, but the 11th hour has seen that pocket jump up and grab Strickland by the throat.
Oh, look at the fans in the crowd. They cannot believe it. It was one of the greatest shots of Earl Strickland's career to cut the 9 ball in. He played it superbly well. He couldn't have wished for a worse outcome.
He's seen many things in his career. I don't think he's seen anything quite as cruel as that.
Paez can't believe it. He was laughing, not in a nasty way about the fact. He just can't believe the way the game's gone. He must be wondering now what's going on. Perhaps I'm fated to win this match. From 9-3 behind, Paez now 10-9. 2 bites at the cherry, and he's got the break. Trying for the 9. He gave it everything. He's got the 1. And the 2-9 combination is a possibility with the 3 tight. He'll go for the 2-9 combination.
and he's just nodded his head.
2 shots away from victory. This would be a phenomenal upset. He's left himself a little bit of a problem now. He wanted to be in straight lines with that.
Look at the determination on Ismael Paez's face.
I reckon he's 50-50 to get this. Take your time, Paez, he says to himself. He's laughing and joking. There's people moving behind, cameramen moving, and that was very upsetting. But Paez hasn't let it affect him. He's laughed at the... He knows how exciting this game is.
He is enjoying this, but he'll enjoy it so much more if he plants that 9 to the bottom of this corner pocket.
One of our photographers from Japan, I think, moving on the shot there. Paez has done the impossible.
Unbelievable mayhem here in Cardiff. The Mexican flag up, Ismael Paez on cloud 9. An 11-9 win over Earl Strickland. He took the last 8 racks in a row. The shock of shocks here in Cardiff, and he is through to the final.